Hello, everyone. Uh, I didn't exactly tell you guys about my 100-pound weight loss story, but unfortunately, I decided to stream this so you guys can know about my past, about my weight. Apparently, today I want to tell you a story about how I lost 100 pounds. But before I begin, I uh, I was supposed to be doing this earlier this morning, but unfortunately, I overslept, and I also I also had to shave as well. But I didn't do my hair. But hey, what does it matter anyway? I'm getting it cut this week anyway. So so yeah, and and I'm gonna be moving yes or no the Q&A video to later this evening, like the usual time I do Jules Fantasy. So I'm uh I'm gonna be doing that since now I'm so behind on my own schedule. That's not my friends. That's just something else. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Okay. So here I am. I'm ready to tell my 100-pound weight loss story. I'm gonna try and get as much history as much as I could to do so. So here goes nothing. where where did my we'll start with the past before I begin losing weight. Okay, so it started somewhere in between 3 or 7 years ago. Somewhere between 3 or 7 years ago. This entire, most of my entire life, I've been just like eating unhealthy foods and fast foods and all and everything. And I've been gaining a lot of weight. And my parents, including my grandmother, have been telling me to that you need to lose weight, you need to start eating healthy. And all throughout my time, I kind of rejected it. And I refused to like eat healthy. Like I used to hate vegetables in my time. I used to hate what did I used to hate? I used to hate greens. I used to hate carrots. No, I still have a neutral feeling over carrots. I used to hate green beans. I used to hate what else did I used to hate? I'm still not a fan of tomatoes. Well, I have a neutral feeling of cabbage. I used to hate cabbage. I used to hate all kinds of vegetables. Like I refused to eat like over years I refused to eat vegetables. And mom has been trying to force me to eat them because they didn't want me to be extremely fat anymore. Years like 7 years prior, I was just over 200 pounds, like way over 200 pounds, which was not a good sign. Um, it wasn't a good sign for my parents to see me eating all that fast food and not getting any exercise, being lazy all the time. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to them at all. Even my grandmother once told me that you needed to start eating vegetables. Uh, she keeps saying that you need to eat vegetables because they're good for you. You need to eat healthy. I just didn't. I just refused. I just dis. I just ignored them and just kept on eating. Even at even at the food buffet, even at the restaurants that me and my family go to, I still didn't eat healthy over the years. All all to that point, getting all to that point where I just absolutely became absolutely overweight. uh, uh, there was this one time when I like there was this one time I when like in late 2016 when my mom wanted me to cut back on drinking. Of course, the sugary drinks, the sugary beverages. I forgot about that. I've been drinking too much regular soda because it always had a lot of sugar in it. I've been eating I've been eating too much meat. I've been drinking a lot of soda and a lot of sugar related juices like orange juice, grape juice, apple juice. I don't know about those. And that lemonade. I've always had my love for lemonade in 2016. Like I always did. Um, but in late 2016 or sometime in early 2017, I don't know. My mom insisted that I need to cut back on drinking so much lemonade, and so she got rid of everything. So she got rid of the lemonade. She got rid of all the stuff that'll make me gain more weight. Like I just had absolutely nothing but diabetes at all. Just it was all diabetes. Like in 2016, like in October of 2016, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Mom and I went on this diabetes walk. Like everybody wore pink to celebrate their breast to celebrate the women with breast cancer. So we that Susan G Coleman stuff. Uh Mom and I did that, and so far I was so I was way over 200 pounds. I don't think I could I didn't think I could walk any further. I couldn't walk any further because if I did, my feet would start hurt. My feet started hurting. Like, like when I walk a long distance at 200 pounds and I'm carrying my own 200-pound weight, my feet start hurting. Like, like holy crap. Like even in my high school, even like in my early senior years in high school, I tried running. I tried striding and running in my gym class, and still I started to become winded and sweaty. Heart heart was pounding so fast. My heart was pounding so fast, and and I barely I almost wanted to pass out. I nearly did. Honestly, it was absolutely a mess. It was absolutely a mess in my high school years. Me being all fat and overweight. Well, not fat, but big boned. Um, what else? I guess I can. So yeah, over the years, when I when I had this channel, when I was playing billiards, I have been looking back at all my old YouTube videos, like from 2017 and 2016, and all I've been is nothing but just completely overweight. All I've, all I've been is just completely like over the 200-pound mark, way over it. Just seeing my body figure all big and stuff, it just got to even that video where I was playing pool in my dad's friend's house. I just see myself so big so and so obese. I wouldn't exactly say obese, but I was just I was just like way over that. You know what I mean? Um, something else. So that was and my stepdad once said, like, when somewhere in mid 2018, like we were eating fish and chips from some fish restaurant where you just go in and pick up your fish, and where where you could just go in and pick up your fish and then walk right back out. I don't probably remember that place right now. So we had that, and let's eat as much as, like my stepdad said, just eat as much as you want to until if you're full, that's okay. And then he said this, as you all know, we're going on a diet, that we're trying to eat healthy foods, that we need to lose weight, that we need to eat healthy again. And that was when I started thinking, oh no, I'm gonna have to exercise again. So they started doing so in so then they started joining this Weight Watchers program where you where they it's this program where it uh helps you be more healthier and lose more weight, and make keeps you regular, that you need to eat more, like, less fat and less calorie, like the it provides you with a cookbook where stuff that where you make food that are like less calories, less fat, and they also made smoothies as well, fruit smoothies, healthy fruit smoothies. And I try and get this, I had some smoothies. So I was a bit in the so I partook in it a little bit, just a little bit, in the Weight Watchers program. And so far I tried some of their smoothies, and I'll admit they were really good. They were really good. Like less sugar, less calories, all that stuff, less fat, calcium, probably less calcium or sodium. I don't know. Uh, yeah. What else? And then came that very day, sometime in June or July, sometime in May. I was scheduled for a hepatitis shot, and it got me to that moment. Or was it or was it April in 2018 where I got the hepatitis shot? Well, when I it took place at my mom's clinic. Like my hepatitis shot appointment took place at my mom's clinic, and right at that time when I began my appointment, I was I was over 260 pounds, which is freaking crazy, which was absolutely insane. So as a result of that, the moment when I got my shot, I was 262 pounds at that time. Right after, Like I still have that old video of me getting a hepatitis shot. I still have that old video. So after that, the next day after I got on the scale, I went down from 262 pounds all the way down to 249. So I lost 12 pounds that day. And ever since that day, it changed my life in 20 in the second half of 2018. It changed my life. It made me realize what a complete freaking idiot I was for being so diabetic. Like I said before, mother once said this a few times before. Like diabetes runs heavily in our family, and well, in my family, diabetes runs heavily. My mom was my mom was diabetic. My grandmother kind of was diabetic. My mother was diabetic. My grandmother was diabetic. Even my dad was diabetic. Even my dad had diabetes. Yeah, like it ran in our family, which is kind of sad. I don't know if I say that it's sad or not, but over the years, I changed I changed my weight. I turned things around. I changed my weight, and I started eating healthy again. I started eating healthy. I've been eating salad. I've been eating vegetables again. I no longer hated vegetables. Like I started eating celery, some carrots, cabbage, greens, green beans. It was just incredible. Sorry, I'm charging my phone here. Like so far I just changed my weight around. I just started taking things in a direction that my family needed me to take. I just I've been asking myself this whole time, what the frick was I thinking eating so much and no exercise? Just just making my way to those just making my way to 300 pounds. Like sometimes some like like three or 4 weeks or so you can always have a cheat meal like once every 3 weeks you can always have a cheat meal like like during during my days in during my days in errands my vocational school afterwards I always go with dad to Thornton's and I get a big slushie and a couple hot dogs. Like I consider that as my cheat meal. Like and then came dinner. And then came dinner. I have been doing everything in my power to lose weight all the way from the end of 2018 right right all the way through 2019. Like when it's the years I started getting thinner. Like somewhere around 230 pounds, like somewhere in between 200 240 pounds and 235 and 220. Let's say that somewhere in mid at the end of 2018 I was over 240 pounds and scorching my way through 2019 I was 235 pounds and sometime at the end of 2019 I was 220 pounds. And in 2020, a couple months before the coronavirus went and struck our great nation, I was still gaining weight. Like during my breakup week, I don't know. I was trying, well, and then along came 2020 when I was, for the moment when I was just like eating less. I was just eating less just to lose more weight. Just like, don't eat too much when I was over 200 pounds. I was trying to eat less and probably watch my figure. I guess that's what women usually say. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and then when the coronavirus came, I still continued on until right. It was right at that moment when I finally went. It was right at that moment when I finally went below 200 pounds, and that's when things started getting much interesting. I continued to do what I do, eat less, eat salad. I might have had much more vegetables than meat, like like carbs, like potatoes, steak. Um, well, I don't quite frankly remember 2020 that much since it was the most far beyond horrible year that the that a lot of tragedies have been happening, like Kobe, like the death of Kobe Bryant, coronavirus, death of George Floyd because of that corrupt cop, because of that jerk face cop, and Breonna Taylor, and all that crazy stuff, all that crazy insane stuff. So I don't remember 2020 that much. What weight was I when I was over the years? Well, I was between, like, throughout the years of 2020, I was like somewhere at over 190 pounds, then 185, like, and then 185, and went below 180 at the end of the year. And then here we are, this year, 20 2021, where I just continue to eat less, and where I just continue to eat less, and probably waited out like mother. Well, I once said, oh right, I forgot about last year, about that moment last year when I started passing out from hunger like repeatedly a few times before, like passing out with hunger, and mother said I should eat holdovers. Like I said, it's okay to have a cheat meal in once in a while. It's You just eat a bit, and you gain a couple more pounds, gain a pound or two, and but you will lose it all again. That's exactly what I've been saying. Heck, that's exactly what I said in Thanksgiving last year. That's what I said to them last year in Thanksgiving. I may lose a couple. I may gain a pound or two, but I can assure you that I will lose it all again. That was right at the moment when I was somewhere at 160, when I was below 170 pounds. So, and then came the absolute best part. You guys ready for this? You guys ready? I know you guys are. Somewhere in May, months ago, in May of 20 of this year, I have broken the record. I have broken my absolute weight loss record, which was 100 pounds. In 2018, I was 262 pounds, and now 3 years later, in 2021, I have reached 162 pounds in midway through this year, which was freaking which was a complete freaking amazing milestone. It was that I lost that frick ton of weight. They were proud of me. My family was absolutely proud of me for how far I've gotten. Mom was proud of me. My stepdad was proud of me. Even my grandmother was proud of me. Like now that I'm in a new home, a new neighborhood, I'm going on these walks to exercise myself, and I've been eating organic veggies. It's it's amazing, you know. I am so freaking thankful that I changed my life, changed my weight, and maintaining it. I'm just proud of myself. I mean, look at me. I mean, look at my body now. Well, I mean, look at me now. I'm proud of myself. It was like my body was like this big. Like my body was like this big over the years, and now look at it now. It's like this. like aren't you like are you guys proud of me too? I would love to hear from my viewers. I would love to hear from my viewers in the chat. And now here I am. So there you go. That's my story. That's my story on how I became on how I on my weight loss journey. This is how far it became. I'm currently 154 pounds right now, but but the real reason why I had to do this, why I had to tell my story right now, is because since I went over my weight loss record all throughout this year, and now my parents, and now my mother, my stepfather, my grandmother are telling me that I should eat more and gain a bit more weight and maintain it. Because the last time they told me to do that was last week when I came home from work, when mom saw me like this. Like they don't want me to, like, when you lost this frick ton amount of weight, like you get anorex when you will become anorexic, and you'll get really sick, or worse. The worst part about it is that you will surely die from anorex. Like, I've learned this from Google Assistant. I just to make sure Google Assistant didn't hear me. I probably shouldn't say her name out loud, or otherwise she'll hear me because she's listening. Anorex is something like when you lose, but I don't like I don't want to gain any more weight because I've already made it this far, and I don't want to go back. Like, and I refuse to like I can barely fit into some pants, like some sweatpants, and like whenever I walk they fall off, or when I have some heavy stuff in my pockets, I always end up sagging or something like that. But to be honest, I don't want to go back to having diabetes again. I don't want to be diabetic again. Like mom's telling me that they don't want me to lose any more weight anymore since I've already made it this far. And apparently I don't want to go back to being diabetic again. Like eating more like you want to know what the most embarrassing part is? They've been saying, I know I've already told you before that I got no butt. That is the most embarrassing part about me losing weight is that I don't got a butt anymore. And now my mother wants me to stop losing weight so I don't lose anything else. What else have I got to lose? That is the question. I've gone I've gone from big bone to thin bone. So there. You guys all right, that's about it. I know this is a short stream. I'm kind of behind on some videos for me to watch, like Doug DeMuro's car reviews, and Waffle Pone just started his live stream 30 minutes ago. So I guess I'm just gonna stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. So and again, yes or no is gonna be moved to later this evening since now that fell behind on my schedule this morning, like oversleeping and shaving. So I guess I'll be doing it this evening. Maybe I'll. I guess I'll see you guys later this evening. Take care, everyone, and happy holidays.